Serious? I didn't take a look.
Welcome
Oh,
to Ken and Joe here on the Ugly Truth. We're about to start our play-by-play for today for this evening's Yankees versus the Mariners game. We appreciate you being here, and going to call a good game for you, and hope that everybody enjoys it as much as we do. So, Joe,
yes, sir.
what do you have? What do you want to tell our guys? Jesus.
Well, I just want to say, basically, I'm really looking forward to the game. I subdued. I'm ready to go, and I'm ready to call a few home runs on the Yankees side, not on the Mariners side. But I am looking for a really good game by Clark Smith. I'm gonna say he's gonna go six and a third. That's how I feel.
We've got a couple of guys that are here in our live stream. I want to thank you guys for showing. CT Cards and Cold Italian Pizza, most appreciated. Glad that we're here. They're doing a little bit of pre-game interviews with James Rawson. So hence, see my kid sister jumping in there from Japan. Hey Nancy, how's it going?
Hi Nancy, how are you?
Hope you're enjoying the trip. Or because you're in Japan,
Yeah.
we'll say konnichiwa. CT, for all of your bitching and complaining, look at the lamp. It's lit.
Yeah, it's lit. Let's straighten out that NY with all the championships. Now we got it. I don't want to hear Bill. I just don't want to hear him.
Hopefully, Bill could join the stream. He was talking about weather in Northern Virginia not being good, and they were talking that we were supposed to be getting monsoons here, and
Oh no, yeah,
we
yeah.
hadn't we hadn't got a I hadn't seen a drop of rain yet. So hopefully, the weather holds out and it doesn't screw up all the internet shit around here.
Well, New York is supposed to get 3 days of rain before the Subway Series. I can tell you that. Weather's not looking good for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at all here. So it's a good thing the Yankees are away. At least we can watch some baseball while the
Yep.
raindrops come down. So that's good. Let's see. Looking for a update. Believe it or not, the Knicks have taken the lead 92-89 with 10:53 to go in the fourth quarter. So Knick fans got to be very happy right now, Ken.
Personally, not a Knick fan, not a basketball NBA fan at all, really.
Yeah.
After their last strike, they pissed me off and I stopped watching them. Then before I stopped watching them, I saw the soft play, the touch fouls they were getting, the candy eyes in the basketball.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
I mean, my heyday was back, when you had Dr. J, Larry Bird, Magic, and those guys would throw fists on the court, and you wouldn't even draw a penalty most times.
Oh, for sure. For sure. 100%. By the way, Alex Verdugo walked it off for the Atlanta tonight. He got a big hit to end the game. So kudos to Mr. Verdugo. He didn't do that much with us, but he won a game for Atlanta.
Well, you know what? He won games for us too. Sometimes not with his bat, but with his gloves. He deserves to be playing Major League Ball. Glad to see he finally got picked up.
Yeah. I like to see somebody pick up Anthony Rizzo. But, well, call it a good game, big guy, and let's get started on a good note.
Yep. Hancock is on the mound. He's thrown the last of his warm-up pitches. 5 starts this year, 1-1 record, 5.70 ERA. He's given up 3 bombs, and the opponent batting average against him is a 3.16.
There is a quick note before the game starts. Aaron Boone said in the presser that LeMahieu will be in the with the Yankees tomorrow, but they're going to ease him in. And Tuesday, he's going to be on the bench. Wednesday, he'll be in the lineup. This is according to Aaron Boone, the latest.
And we see the leadoff hitter, Trent Grisham, walking out to the batter's box. And as you know, the Yankees took 2 out of 3 from the A's and getting ready to get it done. Hey, Dev, thanks for topping in. Glad to see you there. Trent Grisham on the season is hitting .276 with 10 home runs, 20 RBIs, and his OPS is a .978. So now it's time for the first pitch as he sets and fires a sinker down low to Grisham for ball 1. Grisham is back in the box, and the next pitch is another sinker down low, about 94 miles an hour, called strike 1, evening the count up at 1-1. And the 4-seamer is fouled off by Grisham. Hancock is throwing nothing but sinkers and fastballs at this point, all running about 94 miles an hour. And if the young kid continues with this, Yankee hitters are going to time him up. Grisham steps out of the box. He's back in, getting a couple of practice cuts in there. Hancock sets. He fires a fastball that looks like a strike to me, but the umpire calls it a ball. So the count is now 2-2. Obviously, this guy is not going to be calling high strikes if he's at this rate. And Hancock fires a changeup, and Grisham swings over the top for the strikeout. Grisham's down on strikes for the first out of the first inning for the Yankees. And once again, they're showing you a picture of damn Aaron Boone smacking on his gum.
Nothing new.
And the captain is up. The first pitch is in. It's a slider that the captain swings over the top of for strike 1. Hancock sets and fires another slider down in the dirt, and the captain takes it to even the count up at 1-1. Aaron Judge on the season is hitting .409 with 14 home runs, 39 RBIs, and a .1274 OPS. Hancock sets and fires, and Judge smacks one deep to right field, and Tavares catches the ball on the warning track to record the second out of the inning. That was a fine play with Tavares.
It was.
As you can tell, the sun is shining. Well, you can't tell, but if you're watching, you can see that the sun is shining bright out there in right field. Nate Tomlinson is our home plate umpire, and he seems to be a neutral caller. Ben Rice steps up to the plate and takes the first pitch for call, strike 1. Rice is hitting .260 on the season with 9 home runs, 20 RBIs, and a .937 OPS. Second pitch is a changeup that Rice fouls down the left field line. bringing our count to 0-2. Apparently, the temperature there in Seattle is 62 degrees, and the pitch is in. It's a changeup down low to bring the count to 1-2. Hancock sets, and he fires, and the ball is inside, evening the count up at 2-2. Hancock sets, and he fires, and Rice swings over the top of a slider for a strikeout. That is 2 strikeouts on the inning, and the Yankees are heading to the dugout. Clark Schmidt will be on the mound in the bottom half of the first. Not such a great productive inning. Judge tagged one, and could be a sign of things to come. Oh, so we got CT here with jokes. Judge is overrated. He has nothing on J.D. Davis once again. So we're in a commercial break. The score, we're heading to the bottom of the first. The score is donut. There were no runs, no hits, and no errors for the top. Yankees went down 1-2-3. Glad to see you joining the stream, Sean. Appreciate you being here. And the first 3 hitters we're going to see for the Mariners are J.P. Crawford, George Polanco, and Julio Rodriguez. If we get to it, then their cleanup hitter, Cal Raleigh, is going to be up to bat. Clark Schmidt on the year has 4 starts. He's 0-1, pitching to a 4.79 ERA. He has given up 3 home runs on the season. And Crawford steps up to the plate, and Smith fires his first pitch. A sinker, 93 mile an hour, called strike 1. Count is 0-1. Schmidt sets, and he fires. And it is a cutter that should have been called a strike, but it wasn't. Once again, another high pitch in the strike zone. Crawford is hitting .282 on the season with 3 home runs and 17 RBIs. Schmidt sets, and he fires the second pitch. 94 mile an hour cutter, called strike 2. The count is now 1-2. And Schmidt sets. Fires a nice knuckle curve for called strike 3, recording the first out for the Mariners in this half of the inning.
Nice movement, Ken.
Like I says, young lad has to stay out of the middle of the plate. He's been doing that. This umpire is not calling high strikes. See how that, and Jorge Polanco steps up to the plate. He's hitting .327 on the season. First pitch was a strike. Schmidt sets and he fires a cutter that's inside to the left-handed hitter, even in the count up. And the next pitch is fired, and it is called a strike. Count is now 1-2. Schmidt sets and he fires, and Polanco swings over the top of the pitch for the strikeout. 2 strikeouts in the inning. Beautiful knuckle curve from Clark Schmidt. Liking what I'm seeing from Clark so far.
Yep.
Efficient with his pitches. And J-Rod is up. Clark Schmidt sets, and he fires. Pitches down, a cutter a little bit low for ball 1. And Schmidt sets, he fires, and the ball is fouled off, evening our count at 1-1. Rodriguez is hitting .228 on the season with 6 home runs, 17 RBIs, and a .711 OPS. Clark sets, and he fires. Rodriguez swings over the top of the pitch to bring our count to 1-2.
A lot of movement on that pitch. A lot of movement he's got again tonight.
Like I says, young lad is keeping out of the center of the plate, relying on that movement, and that's the formula for success for him tonight.
Yes, it is.
See John the Beagle Dad hopping in there. Thank you for showing, brother. Schmidt fires, and the ball is driven deep to left center field, and it is out of here. Rodriguez hits a 1-2 pitch into left center field for a home run.
Left that right down Broadway.
Yep. What did I tell you? Out of the middle of the plate, the ball left the bat at 110 miles an hour and went 433 feet. He just got the sweeper up, and it was right down Broadway. He tattooed that damn pitch. And once again, the Seattle Mariners pull out that damn trident that I freaking hate. Cal Raleigh is up to bat.
Know what I'd like to do with that, right?
And the second pitch to Cal Raleigh is hit down the right field line, and it twists foul. Man, that thing got rocketed.
Oh, man. Come on. That was a meatball.
Count is 0-1, and Clark Schmidt sets, and he fires. Raleigh swings over the fouls the ball down the first base line, bringing our count to 0-2. How many damn times do they have to show this home run? I am tired of looking at it already.
This is Yes's problem. Who cares?
Schmidt sets and he fires. The 0-2 is down in the dirt. Knuckle curve ate the dirt about 58 feet in. Count is now 1-2. And Smith sets and he fires. And the ball is popped up left side of the infield. And Cabrera handles it easily to record the third out of the inning. But the Mariners get on the board with a home run from J-Rod. They had one hit, one run, and the Yankees had no errors. Heading to the top of the second, and I'm handing this one off to you, Joe.
Yeah, thanks, Ken. Well, let's see if we can generate a little power here in the top of the second. Here on the commercial break. Um, he looked awesome. The ball moving, and then just a lazy pitch right down Broadway that was just smashed, and then and Riley almost did the same exact thing. I mean, he can't live right down the middle. He's going to have to hit corners, and he's not throwing 98 miles an hour, so he's got to live with the corners and die with it, and that's his problem. That's why I don't like seeing Stroman, because if he's not when he's healthy and he's not pinpoint, there's no way, absolutely no way for him to pitch well. He just can't.
The thing that killed me is that he gave up that bomb on a freaking 1-2 count.
Yep.
He had him on the ropes and coughed it up.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, really. I mean, come on.
That is definitely not the time to throw a damn cement mixer.
Really. I mean, give me a break. Well, we're gonna have Paul G, Bellinger, and Volpe as your top three hitters in the top of the second. And Yankees first in a lot of categories. Everyone runs, home runs, WRC plus 135, OPS 829. The average is third 263. On base first is 348. So they are definitely in the top categories. Well, here's Paul G, and the first pitch is right down Broadway, 0-1. He's batting 349, 4 homers, and 20 RBIs. Here comes the pitch. Foul, right in back. Right in back. That's with that. The good thing for that net, man. Could you imagine if there was no net there? Incredible, right?
Everybody would have catcher's matches.
Yeah, exactly. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Grounded at first. Oh, nice play. Nice play by
Rowdy Tellez.
Yeah. And he doesn't look like much of a first baseman. He looks like he hasn't missed too many meals on a Sunday, that's for sure.
That's a fact.
What?
That's a fact.
Yeah, really. Don't call him late. Don't call him late for dinner. Cody Bellinger's up, man. One man out here on the top of the second. That was really a good play. That could have gone either which way. So he was robbed really of a hit. And Bellinger hitting 221 and the 1-0 pitch. Down low, 2 balls and no strikes. Change up at 86. But this guy doesn't come in too hard. The Yankees they're going to need to just time him a little bit. Let him throw pitches. Here's the 2-0. A little bit outside, and it's 3 balls and no strikes to Cody Bellinger. So we have 1 out here in the top of the second. 3 balls, no strikes. Here comes the pitch, and the automatic strike, 3-1, right down Broadway. I don't know. I kind of smell a nice double off the wall. Here comes the 3-1 pitch, and he walks. So runner on first and 1 out for, you guessed it, Anthony Volpe, Mr. Chicken Pump.
And what did I tell you? He's going to be the hero of the night.
Okay.
Here comes Volpe and his torpedo bat into the freaking stands.
Mr. Torpedo is sets, and here's the pitch. And it's a foul behind home plate. Never a pitch he doesn't like, this man. He's batting 236, 5 homers, 22 RBIs, 738 OPS. It would be nice a little hit and run here, Ken. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Down low, 1 ball and 1 strike to Mr. Volpe. Sure, he had a great Mother's Day, celebrating with his mom and family yesterday. I know they went to go see him, so it was a great day for him. The 1-1 pitch is up high, 2 balls and a strike. We need a little lamp magic, guys. Let's go here. It's on, so we got to take the lead here. I don't want any of this. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Wow, that wind is blowing to New York City, guys. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. He sets. He looks. And here comes the pitch. Down low. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Now we could have maybe a little hit and run. And hopefully he doesn't swing through it, because Bellinger will be a dead duck. And you have the eggplant palm up next. And the pitch is up high, ball 4. So we have first and second and 1 out.
Bellinger was running.
Yeah, good. Well, we got to see that. Maybe a little double steal here, guys. What do you think? Hello, John the Beagle. How's everything? Yeah, don't worry. It's all here for everybody, for Bill, and we're waiting for him. By the way, I am going to sell Bill. I'm going to send Bill my electric bill, by the way. But that's besides the point. If we win, he gets no bill. If we lose, then sorry, you're paying the bill. A big 40 cents. Here comes Austin Wells, batting a little over the Mendoza line at 214. 1 out. First and second, the first pitch, outside, 1 ball and no strikes.
Glad to see you hopping in the stream, FJ. Appreciate it.
How you doing, big guy? Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Grounded, just foul, outside of first. And it's 1-1 to Austin Wells. Looks like he broke his bat. Checking. They still have the pink on the bottom. I guess they're still celebrating Mother's Day, Ken. What do you think? So,
hey, if it brings them luck, celebrate away.
I'll take runs any which way. I'm gonna go with the long dinghy right now, my man. I think he's gonna hit it. He is gonna hit a Tate job. I just get a good feeling here. I really do. And Cabrera is up next, by the way. So it's 1-1. Runners on first and second. Wells digging in. Here comes the pitch. Swung on and missed. And it's 1-2. Of course, he goes for the low hard one. What else is new? 1 ball, 2 strikes. He sets. And here we go. He's very slow to deliver it. And the pitch is popped up by third base. He's having a little trouble catching it, but he just sees it now, and he makes the catch. So there's 2 outs now, and, of course, we don't get the runner home from second base. Nothing new, guys, nothing new. Here's Oswaldo Cabrera. He's batting .243, 1 homer, and 11 RBIs, a .630 OPS.
And we see Real Bill joining the stream. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you being here.
There he is. The world is good. Real Bill is here. Okay, here comes the first pitch to Oswaldo. And the pitch down low. Nice block. 1 ball and no strikes. You just feel like the Yankees are just gonna keep rallying, and I really hope there's some clutch hitting in this game. Here comes the 1-0 pitch, grounded to first. He steps on first, and the inning is over. So nothing, no runs, no one. What was it? Did we get a hit? It was a walk,
no, those
right?
2 walks.
Yeah, 2 walks. So 2 walks at the end of 1.5. The Mariners won. And the Yankees, nothing. Well, that wasn't inviting at all.
see
Just,
that Eric
you know,
Walls is in the stream. Says, good evening, all. Yankee fan or Mariner fan here, but y'all look cool. Everybody is welcome, brother. So
yes.
hop in the stream. We're calling the play-by-play for everybody. Uh, appreciate you being here and supporting. So thank you. For those of you that are here, please do not forget to hit the like. If you feel like it and aren't, please hit the subscribe button. And if you think that there's value in our content, please share it out with your friends, your family, your neighbors, your cats, your dogs.
Enemies.
Appreciate all the support. The other stream to click on is NY Yankees Mania. Good programming over there, a lot of great content. Streams every day at 8 o'clock, Monday through Monday, come rain or shine.
And that's coffee and bagels. It's 8 a.m. And let's
Indeed
go.
it is.
Well, Clark Smith getting ready for the bottom of the second in Mariner Town there in Seattle. And let's see. Hopefully he'll keep the ball down. And we'll get out of this inning with nothing happening, and we keep it at 1-0 until Ken turns around in the top of the third and announces a couple of home runs. That's in the near future, guys. Smith getting ready, and it seems to me that in between innings are getting longer and longer. I don't get it. It should be shorter and shorter. It looks like it's longer and longer. And here comes the first pitch. Swung on and missed. To Ruzioni, Yankee killer. This guy, no matter where he goes, he just gets up and he hits the Yankees. I can't stand those doubles. Nothing, no balls in one strike. And here comes the pitch. Right down Broadway. 0-2. Stay ahead of the hitters, and always good things happen. Here comes the big Rowdies up next. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Well, just a little bit outside, all the way back to the backstop. It's 1-2. Well, and he has a very big movement, Ken, but
Yes, he does.
he'll be fine. Here comes the 1-2 pitch to Louisiana, and it's popped behind home plate, and it's still 1-2. We'll do it again. Schmidt is 21 pitches now coming up, and hopefully he'll give us a good solid outing. And it's 1-0 Mariners here in the bottom of the second. The 1-2 pitch way outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. That had a lot of movement, but in the dirt. Good stop by Wells. So he's rubbing the ball. He might feel the air there. Something's going on. And here comes the 2-2 pitch. Almost hit him. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Come on, you had him 0-2, Ken. Doesn't that drive you nuts? 0-2, and then he nibbles. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. He sets, and the pitch. He walked him. Man on first, nobody out. Not a good sign, Ken. Not a good sign. You know, we have a free pass with the Red Sox losing, and we got to play our game, man. We got to take advantage when we can, and we just don't do it. Here comes the first pitch to Mr. Rowdy. He's been to a few places in baseball land with him, and he always manages to show up and do some damage to the Yankees. I know the Yankees were looking at him about a year ago, and they just never pulled off the deal. They stood with Anthony Rizzo. Here comes the 0-1 pitch, And it's a check swing. They're going to check. No dice. 1 ball and 1 strike. He's a big boy, Ken. Big boy.
Yeah.
Rowdy Tellis. 6 home runs and 19 RBIs. So 1 ball and 1 strike here in the bottom of the second. The Mariners are up 1-0. Clark Smith, for the most part, has looked good. His ball has been moving. Here comes the 1-1 pitch, and it's grounded just foul outside of first. So it's 1 ball and 2 strikes, and it looks like another breaking of a bat. What's going on tonight?
Telez is no stranger to the Yankees, especially he spent a number of years with the Blue Jays
Yes.
up there north of the border, and ended up moving on to the Pirates.
Yes. He hurt us with the Pirates. I think it was last year or the year before. These years go by so fast. Clark Smith's ERA, a career against the Mariners, is 1.72, and he has with the home runs is 0.57. So let's see. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. The look, the pitch. Grounded foul again. I think it hit off his knee a little bit, so we'll do it again at 1-2. 27 pitches now for Clark Smith. It looks like an absolute gorgeous night in Seattle, Washington. Pretty nice crowd. Waiting on deck is Letty Thomas. Used to play for the Texas Rangers. He was their center fielder for quite a bit. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Sets. Looks over a little bit. Here comes the pitch. Up high, 2 balls and 2 strikes. So they're kind of making him work here, and there's still nobody out here in bottom of the second inning. So, well, he sets, and here comes the 2-2 pitch. It's popped up. It's going out of play, third base line, so we'll do it again. 2 balls and 2 strikes. That was kind of down the middle, Ken, but it had movement, and it just, he's following off some very good pitches. He really is. CT Card says he looks like John Kruk. You're right. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And here we go. And it's too low, 3 balls and 2 strikes. You don't want to put this guy on a big telling inning. The Yankees don't need this at this point, guys. Smith rubbing the baseball. Goes to his mouth. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. Let's see if the run will be going. And, time is gone. Oh, it was right down the middle. That would have been straight 3. And they called time too late, man. That was wrong, Ken. He was at the set and ready, and then he calls time. That's on the umpire. They should have left it. Here comes the 3-2 pitch, and Clark Smith sets, and here comes the pitch, and of course it's down low for a ball 4. So now we have first and second and nobody out, and Tavares is very good at bunting, and I guess we're gonna see a second and third and 1 out probably. But that was a nice pitch, and I think that got Smith upset when they called a time like that. I think the Yankees should have argued that play, Ken, because he was ready to throw the ball. Absolutely. Breaking the action. A Summit meetings out in the mound right now. I guess they're worried about the bunt. Yes, C.T. Clark at 31 pitches already. Yes, you're 100% right. The pitch count coming up, but I think we're okay in the bullpen. I mean, we don't want to go there that early, but if let's see how it goes. It'd be nice to get it definitely out of this inning. That would be awesome. So here's the 7th place hitter, Tavares, and it's first and second, nobody out. So you have a little speed, and then you have no speed on the bases. So you got 1-for-1. So you could get a double play if it's a shortstop. Here comes the first pitch, and spin over to second, and Volpe drops the ball. They wouldn't have had him, but he did drop the ball a little bit into the outfield. Ruziano always finds a way to get on against the Yankees. It never fails. He could be 0 for 100, but he sees the Yankees and he's Babe Ruth or Lou Gehrig. It's amazing. Oswaldo Cabrera's in at third, and so is Goldschmidt at first. He bunts right to Clark Smith, but he's only got one play to first base, like I said. So it's going to be second and third and one out. Now let's see if Clark Smith can hold them the same way that the Yankees don't score with the man on second or third. And Dylan Moore is up, the second baseman. Not a bad start. 282, 7 homers, 12 RBIs. A very high OPS at 883, so he's doing very well down in the 8 hole. Clark Smith sets, checks the runner, and the first pitch is pop foul behind the plate. 0-1. 93-mile-an-hour sinker. 33 pitches now for Clark Smith. And here we go. He sets, and the 0-1 pitch is coming, and it is, oh my God, that was low. Are you kidding me? Well, he called it a ball, guys. It's 1-1. These umpires, you just don't know. It would be great if we had the automatic to see how many times they're right or wrong. And I bet you $1 for donuts that they're wrong more than half the time. Here comes the 1-1 pitch, popped up behind home plate, and it goes in the stands. So it's 1 ball and 2 strikes to Mr. Moore. And Smith would be wonderful to get a nice strikeout here, either a check swing or just a swing and a miss. That would be very, very sweet at this point. Sets. He steps off now, and he wants a whole bunch of new signs. And he looks in at Wells. He sets, and the 1-2 pitch is swung on and missed. Grab some bench. He gone. And that is out number 2. So it's first and second and 2 outs. Good pitch up in the middle, and he put a little oomph to that, and very, very nice pitch. Got to say that ball was he brought the country hardball on that. And now Williamson is up, and the 9th place hitter, he's batting .253, right down Broadway, 0-1. Ben Williamson, the third baseman, he's batting .253, a homer, 11 RBIs. Looks like he still has to grow into his body. Very, very young man. And he looks, he really looks like a hitter. Well, the ball's hit to center field. No, right field. I'm sorry. Aaron Judge makes the catch, makes believe there's only 1 out. And your inning is over. So at the end of 2, the Yankees are getting no-hitted, 1-0. I figured I'd break the curse. Ken, it's up to you.
Indeed it is. Looked like Clark Schmidt had lost the field for his sweeper. He hasn't come back to it since he gave up the dinger, and he has been bouncing that knuckle curve too. So nowhere near the strike zone. Not competitive pitches for him.
Yep. Well, Ken, they're dancing in the streets on 34th and Broadway, because the New York Knicks have just defeated the Celtics 121-113 and lead in the series 3-1. What an upset this will be. Incredible.
That's why you play the whole series. We'll find out.
Yeah, well, even the Knicks, I don't think could screw this up. I seriously doubt it. We do have some late scores. The Padres are down again. They're losing to the Angels 2-0. The Diamondbacks up 1-0 in the top of the third, and the Royals lead the Astros 7-2. Top of the eighth. We do have some rest of the finals. Texas Rangers came back and beat Colorado 2-1. That's a final. The Cubs won 5-2 on the Marlins. And as I said before, the Braves beat the Nationals. The Mets beat the Pirates. The Phillies lost to the Red Hot Cardinals. And the Tigers beat the Red Sox 14-2. Take it away, Ken.
And the first pitch to Peraza is swung on and missed. The count is 0-1. Hancock fires the second pitch. Nice sinker. Called strike 2. Peraza on the season is hitting 200 with 2 home runs, 7 RBIs, and a 643 OPS. Hancock sets and he fires just off the plate. Nice 93 mile an hour four-seamer that is just outside. And Hancock sets and fires, and Peraza swings over the top of it for strike 3 and is heading down to grab some pine.
Yep.
Leadoff hitter Trent Grisham is coming up to bat. He's 0 for 1 on the day. He struck out in the first inning. Hancock sets and he fires. Grisham fouls the first pitch off. Hancock sets and he fires, and the pitch is down low to even the count up at 1-1. We are in the top of the third. The Mariners are leading 1-0. We have 1 out with no runners on. Currently, the Yankees are being no hit. Hancock fires, and Grisham tags the ball. It's going deep center field, and it is a home run. Went off of J-Rod's glove and bounced over the fence.
Max Sports called it. He said Grisham was going to go deep.
Max did call it. And that went off the bat at 105.6 miles an hour. Straight away to center field. It was a changeup that was doing the replay. It hit his glove and went over the fence. And Judge takes a slider for strike 1. Count is 0-1. Yankees have tied the score up 1 apiece and had their first hit of the game. The captain takes a slider low and away. Judge flew out during his first at-bat, deep to warning track in right field. And Judge swings over the top of the second slider. Count is now 0-2.
All right, already. They got to show this 5,000 times.
Well, they got the guy pictured. And Hancock sets. He fires, and Judge tags a ball down the left field line. It's a fair ball, and Rosarena picks the ball up, and Judge cruises into second with a double.
Double trouble, baby. Double trouble.
God damn, this is the 5th time they've showed this home run.
Oh, my God. I think we got to call. We got to call the statistician. This is ridiculous. Should be 5-1 already. 7 home runs in his last 16 games.
And Ben Rice hits a ball directly at Tavares in right field. He makes the play. It was a hard liner, and Judge had no opportunity to tag up. There is a runner at second. We have 2 outs. The score is 1-1, and Hancock is up to 45 pitches. We have Paul G coming up to bat. He is 0 for 1 on the day. He grounded out in the second inning. So let's see what Paul G does with a runner in scoring position. And the first pitch is bounced right back to the pitcher. Flipped over to Rowdy Tellez at first to record the 3rd out of the inning. Yankees strand a runner at second. Got their first hit, a home run off the glove of J-Rod. And tied the score up at 1-1. We are heading to the bottom of the 3rd. So now that Clark is not in a hole, let's see if he can actually do what he's supposed to do and hold the line.
Must they hit every first pitch? Can't they just wait on a pitch or two? God forbid. I'm telling you, they're enough to drive you batty.
Sometimes.
All the time. My God, the guy just hit a roping double. So what do you got to do? Swing at the first pitch. Why not? Asinine.
Well, like I said, liking our chances in this game. Glad that y'all have joined the stream with us. If you haven't, please hit like, subscribe. We enjoy reading your comments in the chat. Keep the activity going. It's appreciated.
It's funny, the lamp moves on its own. It's getting spooky. It might be Bill doing something. I turn it one way and I'm not near it and it keeps turning. Bill, what are you doing out there? Yeesh. Your stream, Ken, is coming from where?
MLB TV.
MLB TV.
And Clark Schmidt sets up for the first pitch, and it is just off the plate. J.P. Crawford is back up to bat. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout in the first. And Schmidt sets and fires. Beautiful cutter down low. Calls strike 1. Count is even at 1-1. And Schmidt fires a nice sinker that is in there for call. Strike 2. Crawford is down 1-2 right now. And they're pulling up some Yankee trivia. They've got Yogi's career stats. 10-time world champion with the New York Yankees. Schmidt sets and he fires. Sweeper is down low and in the dirt, bringing our count to 2-2. We are in the bottom of the 3rd inning. This game is tied 1 apiece. And we have leadoff hitter J.P. Crawford up to bat. Crawford is 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. Count is 2-2. Schmidt sets and he fires. Another sweeper down low, bringing our count to 3-2. We do not need to give up another damn free pass. And Schmidt sets and he fires, and the ball is chopped to second base. Peraza feels it easily and flips to Paul G at first base to record the first out of the inning. Clark Schmidt in the top of the or the bottom of the third is at 44 pitches. Jorge Polanco is stepping up to bat. He's 0 for 1 on the evening, and he struck out in his first at bat. Schmidt sets and he fires, and Polanco sends it deep to right field, and it is going, and gone. So Polanco just blasted a pitch over Judge's head. It's Polanco's 10th home run of the season. Left the bat at 103.6 miles an hour and traveled 364 feet.
Unbelievable.
So the 2 runs that the Mariners have gotten have been via the long ball.
Guy had nothing last year. What a difference.
And there goes that damn pitchfork again. Schmidt sets. And he fires, and Rodriguez swings over a sweeper. Brings the count to 0-1. Polanco, or J-Rod, is 1 for 1 today, and he's the one that had the first home run. Schmidt sets, and he fires. And J-Rod fouls the pitch off down the right field line. Nice 93-mile-an-hour cutter. And once again, another goddamn replay of that home run. Schmidt is up 0-2 on the count, and he fires a knuckle curve off the plate to bring the count to 1-2. We are in the bottom of the third. One out. Count is 1-2 on J-Rod, and the Seattle Mariners have recaptured the lead. Schmidt fires another sweeper off the plate to now even up the count at 2-2. And to answer your question, yes, I hate that trident. I don't know if I hate the Blue Jays home run jacket more than that trident, but it's close. And Schmidt fires. J-Rod fouls the ball down the right field line. The count is still 2-2.
Come on, strike him out here. Let's go.
And we have Schmidt sitting. And J-Rod swings over the top of the pitch to record a strikeout. Came up with a sinker inside. J-Rod couldn't handle it. And that is the second out of the inning. Cal Raleigh is coming up to bat. His nickname is the Big Thumper. He's a big boy, and he hits with a lot of power. Schmidt sits and fires, and Raleigh blasts the ball. Line drive straight at Aaron Judge. Judge comes on and makes the catch to record the third out of the inning, but not before the Mariners take the lead with a solo shot to bring the count. Mariners 2, Yankees 1. And I will be handing this one off to Joe.
Well, we're in the. We're going to go to the top of the fourth. There is a break in the action. So, Ken, what have you seen so far? It worries me that if we don't score, if we don't get a couple of runs, I think Clark Smith's going to give this game away. It's got to me. Seeing Yankee games over and over again, I don't like what I see right now because I could see that they're gonna be ready to tee off on him. I just don't like I don't like the makeup of the game so far. What about you?
Well, right now, in the first inning, Schmidt came out, seemed like he had control of at least 3 pitches. Second inning seemed like he couldn't find the string with the sweeper and was throwing it way off the plate. This inning, he threw a ball down the middle, and they tattooed it. He's not as crisp as he was during his last outing, and hopefully that doesn't come back to make us pay for it in the long run. I still think that we are competitive in this game and more than capable of overcoming a 1-run differential.
Oh yeah, as long as, like I said, we need a hefty inning. We need to take a 4-5-2 lead, something like that.
Well, we've had 2 runners in scoring position, and neither one of them has scored.
Yep. Well, we're getting ready for the top of the 4th, gang, and Cody Bellinger will lead off, and he will take a ball outside. Cody walked in the second inning. His average is 221. Here comes the 1-0 pitch to Bellinger. Swung on and fouled behind home plate, and the count is 1-1. The umpire, for some reason, is walking the ball back to the pitcher. I wonder what's going on there. Okay, so he's back in order. Maybe he's just giving the catcher a little breather. I think it hit off of his mask. Here comes the 1-1 pitch to Cody Bellinger here in the top of the 4th. It is outside for a ball. 2 balls and 1 strike on a changeup, 85 miles an hour. This is Hancock's 50th pitch here in the 4th inning. The 2-1 pitch swung on and hit in the air to left field, but it's curving foul. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Cody Bellinger, with Anthony Volpe in the on-deck circle. Here we go. The 2-2 pitch is coming. Swung on and missed. They're a sucker for that bottom pitch, man. Jesus, you can't lay off of it. Another strikeout for Hancock, and it's 1 out here in the top of the 4th. Anthony Volpe is up, guys. Volpe walked back to back in that second inning, but they only brought up donuts, as Ken would like to say. 1 ball and no strikes to Mr. Chicken Palm. The set and the pitch. He rocks. He sets, and it's swung on and missed. 1 ball and 1 strike. Volpe's batting .236, 5 home runs and 22 RBIs. 1 ball, 1 strike count. Here comes the pitch. Swung on and hit off the end of the bat. Well, bottom of the bat into right field stands. 1-2. And Volpe takes a deep breath, gets back in there, and I guarantee you he's going to throw a low one. He's going to throw one of those lowies, and he's going to lunge for it. And it just missed. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Yeah, they're showing the great signs of Griffey, 24, and, of course, the Yankee killer, Edgar Martinez. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Little bit high, 3 balls and 2 strikes to Anthony Volpe. Be nice to get on and maybe make a swap at second base. You have to get on first, obviously. Here comes the 3-2 pitch to Mr. Volpe. The set, the pitch, little bit high, ball 4. We were flinching a little bit. The umpire looked like it was undecided, but it is ball 4, and he's on first. Yeah, Ken Griffey Jr. was a big all-star. Go ahead.
He's not calling up high strikes at all.
Was he? I didn't catch it. Was he pitcher friendly or
neutral?
Yeah, neutral. Yeah. Well, Austin Wells is up, and he hits the first pitch in back of home plate, foul, 0-1. And the 0-1 pitch, the set, and the pitch is swung on and missed. 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes to Mr. Austin Wells. Batting New York area code 212 212. 7 homers, 24 RBIs. And the next pitch, swung on and missed. Strike 3. He's done. Unbelievable. He's got a hole in the bat. Absolutely. There's not a bottom pit that he doesn't like to hit. Go back to the bench. Next. Big sweeper. Wow. 2 outs, man on first. Send the runner, please. We'll just start off with Cabrera the next inning. Do a little magic here, guys. Come on. The first pitch. Whoa, he almost threw it away to first base. So he's got one more throw. And then he has to really, if he throws, he's got to really hit it. Otherwise, no way. No dice. And the first pitch is a ball. High. 1 ball and no strikes. He sets, he pitch outside, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. The set and the pitch. Nope. Stepped off. The 2-0 pitch, fouled down the third base line, and it's 2-1. Cabrera, you have Oswaldo Perez on deck. Here comes the 2-1 pitch, outside for a ball, 3 balls and 1 strike to Cabrera. And here comes the 3-1 pitch. Outside for a ball, and he's going to reach base. We have first and second and 2 outs. And here comes and Cabrera now Peraza in on a big time of the game. It would be nice if he goes down the left field line and drive in both runs. You got speedsters on the pond now, so let's get it going, guys. Let's get it going. What do you think, Ken? What are the odds this guy's going to get a hit?
I have a feeling.
You have a feeling. Actually, you had a dream. Come on, let's do it, guys. We got speed on the bases. This is the time to do it. The third time we have a man on second, and third time's a charm. Remember that. It takes 3 to tango, so the third time is a charm. Peraza would be nice because in a certain type of way, he's desperate to stay on the team, and we'll see what happens. I fly on the first pitch to right field, and the right fielder makes the catch, and that's the end of the inning. So the Yankees still trail 2-1 as we go to the bottom of the 4th. Well, that was an uninspiring inning too. I don't know. This guy looks like a much better pitcher than the ERA shows, Ken.
Not patient at bats.
Yeah.
Real Bill, I have many feelings.
Many feelings. Well, let's hear him, Real Bill. Come on. We need some action in the talk, man. Come on, let's go here. At least put the ball into play. Yeah, you're right, Sean. You're right. I mean, let's start doing something different. Go around your chair, get up, whatever. Change your shirt, put on a Yankee shirt that maybe is powerful for you. if you're a little superstition to this game, bring it on because the Yankees have to score some runs. Reyes and Peraza, who should be released. Or Peraza. Yeah, no kidding, Sean. For up to me, all four of them would be gone. I put Ken in second base. Sean will put you on third, and I'll stay in the dugout, and I'll make sure that you guys get all the good pitches. Anything's better than what our bench is.
Well, Ken's a left-handed player, so left-handed hitter, so and a left-handed glove guy, so he ain't playing second base.
Okay. Well, you can play first, but you don't want to take Paul G away, do you? Rosiano is coming up to the plate. And, of course, we got to see the betting of FanDuel. Must we see that every 5 minutes? Subway Series, folks, Friday at 5:30. You'll start everything if you have the Yes Network and the Gotham Sports app. Mets and the Yankees from Yankee Stadium should be a lot of fun. Here comes the first pitch, and it is in there for a call, strike one. Yankee killer. He always finds a way to get on, and here comes the pitch. But I believe this time he's definitely going to make it out. He's going to go deep to right field, and I was right. It deep to right field, and Judge makes the catch. Oh man, I called that one. How do you like that one? Man, if I could call the lottery numbers like that, Ken, we'd all be rich.
Yeah.
Mr. Roddy, I would say Roddy Piper, but no, he's much bigger than Roddy Piper.
He's a big boy.
Yeah, he's a big boy. He's batting 200. Here comes the first pitch. Right down Broadway, 0-1. No balls and a strike to the Rowdy one. The next pitch is outside for a ball, 1 ball and 1 strike. That was too high. Next pitch, it's a call, strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Wait. So Clark Smith is at 57 pitches, guys. And, it's a pretty good spot to be in. The next pitch is a foul ball. So we'll do it again at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Clark Smith, it looks like he's settled down. I don't want to say it too loud, but he is throwing at a decent pace. He sets the pitch is outside for a ball, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
We see Rob Saxon hopping in the stream. Thank you for joining.
Hey Rob, how you doing? Thanks for joining us. The 2-2 pitch is coming up, and Clark Smith is just dilly-dallying a little bit, and here we go. This one's going to be an out. I could just feel it. Here we go. Oh, there's a pop-up. Third base is going to call it, in the outfield. Oswaldo makes the catch in short left field, and it's 2 down. Clark Smith, 6 major league seasons. His hometown is Georgia. 3rd season as full-time starter. 3 runs or fewer in 44 of his 52 starts. That's not bad, Ken. Not bad at all. And the first pitch is right down Broadway, 0-1. So we have 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. The Yankees are trailing 2-1. The set. And here comes the pitch. It is outside, 1-1. Looked like Clark Smith was a little upset at himself. He did a nice 360 turn there, and a little upset at himself. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. The set, grounded foul, first base line. So it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here in the bottom of the 4th inning, the Mariners are up 2-1. Here in the bottom of the 4th, they call for time. Steps out of the plate. Game is lagging for a 2-1 game. It seems like every inning is like long and whatever. Here's the pitch, and it's down low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here in the bottom of the 4th inning.
Bill, we haven't seen any rain here in my area yet.
Oh yeah, all of us, we're all going to get hit in the next couple of days. The 2-2 pitch, down low, ball 3, almost hit him, and the count is 3 balls and 2 strikes to Tavares, and
they might as well just send him to first base because this jackass isn't going to throw the ball anywhere near the plate.
Here comes the 3-2 pitch. It'll be a foul probably. Yep. What else is new? Here we go. A couple of pitches that way, and then it's usually ball 4. So we'll do it again at 3-2 with 2 outs. And Ken, dollar for donuts, this next pitch is going to be another foul. I mean, I can predict these games. Here comes the pitch, and it's foul down the right field line. Nothing. Again, 3-2 to Tavares. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. And all right, this is going to be the pitch. We're going to get the 3rd out here, guys. That's enough. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. He sets. He fires. Popped him up. Oswaldo going for it. Oh, makes a great play by the dugout. Great play by Oswaldo Cabrera. Right by the dugout, a sliding catch. And if this doesn't wake up the team, nothing will. Excellent play. He just dove down. That was a big play, Ken. That was cool. So at the end of 4, the Yankees are trailing 2-1. Now I will give it to my pal Ken to take over for the top of the 5th. Take it away, Ken.
I don't see DJ making that play.
Forget about that. But hey, that was a good play. No, he's athletic. I mean, you got to admit he's pretty athletic. If he would have hit a little bit more, he could start. He's just, unfortunately, he's one of those players that for him to be really solid on the team, he's got to be a backup player. It's amazing. How you distinguish that you're a starter or you're a backup player. And he's one that, unfortunately, is a backup player, but he's good.
We are going to have the top of our lineup coming up in the top of the 5th. Grisham will be leading off, followed by the captain and Cody Bellinger. So,
yeah.
Hopefully we can get some freaking energy in the top part of the lineup and start this comeback rally.
Speaking of rally, the San Diego Padres have just taken a 3-2 lead in the top of the 5th. The Diamondbacks 2-0 over the Giants, bottom of the 5th. And everything else is a final, everyone. Gave all the scores. So there's only 3 games left going on tonight. Left.
You know the funny thing about that play and the first pitch is a horseshit call, strike one. It was off the plate, but for some reason the umpire decided to call it. Grisham is 1 for 2 on the evening. He hit that solo home run that went off of J-Rod's glove in the third inning. Another ball off the plate that the umpire calls. The count is now 0-2. Please man the starboard crane and pull your head out of your ass and actually start calling the
Ken is a joker, folks.
My Master Chief self is starting to appear.
There you go.
Hancock sets and he fires. The ball is actually a strike, is called a ball. So now the count is 1-2.
Okay, I'm going to call another home run. How's that?
All right.
I guarantee it. I guarantee it, folks.
Hancock fires and Grisham blasts the ball to center field. And it is high and deep. And guess what? It is a home run.
Yes, baby. Yes, baby.
So Grisham's second home run of the night, and he has tied the game up at 2-2. Grisham's 12th home run of the season.
Did I call it, folks?
The ball left at 106.1 miles an hour and went 415 feet, beating his last home run by 3 feet.
How do you like that one?
Hancock is at 70 pitches. And the captain hits a shot right at Rosarena.
Nope. I think he trapped it.
Uh-oh, he did not make the catch.
Nope.
Rosarena is claiming that he made the catch at the shoes. Judge is standing at first. We're doing a replay. And that's bullshit because it bounced off the turf.
I saw it with the naked eye. How did these guys not see that? They're right there. My God.
Because you got telephoto lenses that you're wearing, brother. That's how you got it. And young Ben Rice is up to the plate. And he is 0 for 2 on the day. The first pitch is fouled off to the left field side.
Hey, nobody gave me credit for that home run, guys. Come on, man. I deserve it. I called it way before the pitch.
And let's see. Hancock sets and he fires a fastball off the outside corner, bringing our count. God damn, this is like the 6th time they've showed this home run. We actually have a game going on, guys. Let's get back to it. Count is 1-1. Hancock sets and fires, and Rice once again fouls the ball off down the left field line. Let's make some contact and move the captain over.
Do I say
that's the 7th time this damn home run is being replayed again?
Do I say home run?
And Rice steps out of the box because he's tired of this BS. He steps back in. He's 0 for 2 on the night. He has a strikeout and a line out. He is down 1-2. Hancock checks on Judge. He sets and he fires. And Rice hits a line drive down the right field line. It's going to go make it to the corner. Judge is heading to third. And he's getting the wave around to go home. And nope, Judge heads back. Thank God. We have runners at second and third with nobody out. And let's see if we can have some situational hitting come into the game. We have our 4-hole hitter, Paul G, coming up to bat. Let's hope that Paul G doesn't bounce something straight at the pitcher on the first pitch.
Look at this comment.
If Judge goes, he's a dead duck. And the Mariners pitching coach is coming out to have a rat-a-tat with his pitcher. The Yankees have hit Hancock very hard in this inning. You know, it's funny. These dudes sit there and put their glove over their mouth like people are trying to read their lips from the dugout or something.
We got to wait. Real Bill goes. We've got. No, he said, Joe, you can't call a home run before it's hit as an announcer. I wasn't the announcer. I was the spectator. I was the color commentator. I just made a prediction and it happened. So and you. I was not the lead announcer. The Yankees are going to take the lead right here. He's definitely getting a hit. I could feel it.
And Goldschmidt takes the pitch and he hits it into left field. And Judge is definitely going to score.
Thank you.
Rice stops at third. So the Yankees are up 3-2. So Paul G comes through in the clutch. But once again, Paul G is swinging at the first pitch.
Yep. Incredible. Come on, let's go.
All right. And Cody Bellinger is up to bat. He's 0 for 1 on the day. Hancock sets and he fires a cement mixer slider off the outside corner. Bellinger is 0 for 1 with a walk in the second inning. Time to raise the batting average a little. Cody takes a shot, and he hits a line drive to right field.
Yes.
And Ben Rice is going to score easily.
Rice.
Goldie is going to advance to second. So we have runners at first and second with nobody out. We have a 4-2 lead. And Cody Bellinger raises his average another point or so. So looking good. Looking good. Are we on our way to our 12-run trajectory? Let's hope we get 10 of them right here.
Yeah, we got Volpe up. I'm sure the first pitch is a strike.
And Volpe is up to bat, and he takes a strike inside. Is young Volpe chicken parm torpedo bat going to make contact this time and do something good?
Swing and a miss now. I know Volpe's at bats.
Hancock comes in with the pitch, and Volpe swings, and he misses. The count is 0-2. And Laguma is warming up for the Mariners in their pen. He's getting warmed up quickly. Hancock sets and fires. And Volpe drives the ball to right field. It is Tavares on the warning track that records the out. But Goldschmidt is going to tag and advance to third base. So bravo, a productive out. We have runners once again at the corner. And oh shit, Austin Wells is coming up the bat.
Real Bill. Look at Real Bill's comment.
And let's see. Austin Wells is 0 for 2 on the day with a foul out and a strikeout. Let's see if he can get the damn ball out of the infield this time.
You know he's swinging on the first pitch, that's for sure. That never changes.
And there's a foul popped up to the stands. And Real Bill's prediction is that Wells is going yard. I'll just settle for a freaking sac fly. How about that? I'm not asking for miracles. I'm asking for something out of the damn infield and not a strikeout.
Can you crack
me up? Wells fires a pitch, or the pitcher fires a pitch that is off the plate, and it evens up the count at 1-1. Hancock is in 83 pitches, and it definitely looks like he's running out of gas.
Oh.
And he throws a changeup that, once again, Wells swings over the top of. Now the count is 1-2. Come on, jackass. Let's actually do something.
He's going to cream one. I feel it. I just feel it. Here we go again.
And he hits it. It's going, gone. And that is a 3-run hit by Austin Wells.
Oh, my God. I'm on fire.
The Yankees have scored 6 runs in the 5th. And let's see. Real Bill. The broadcast is brought to you by a product of the U.S. Navy. Damn Skippy, brother.
Come on, guys. Give me a little credit.
You know the only thing that pisses me off right now? And Cabrera bounces to the second baseman. So that is the second out of the inning. And we have Mr. Peraza coming up to bat, and I'm rest assured that not jack is going to happen in this at-bat.
I don't know about that.
Peraza is the ninth batter to come up to the plate. And the first pitch is called strike one, outside corner. And the pitch is set, and Peraza bounces it to the third baseman. Go figure. And it's fired across the diamond to the first baseman. Tellez claps the hammer down on that ball, and that records the third out of the inning. The Yankees have recorded 6 outs in the inning and take a 7-2 lead against the Seattle Mariners. The Yankees have 7 runs on 8 hits, no errors. The Mariners have 2 hits and 2 runs, no errors.
I don't know. The lamp is getting kudos, but me calling a home run before it's done, nobody gives me any love.
Real Bill, the magic lamp.
Yeah, baby.
Let's see. Sean Browning, he got torched tonight. Stephen B. Bill, must be 999 trillion low, laughing out loud now. Yep. And let's see. Sean Browning, Yankee Baseball, brought to you by the U.S. Armed Forces. You know, it's funny, Sean. We could talk all this crap, but when you're getting shot at, there's a lot worse language coming out, brother.
Yeah, really. Yeah, it's true. What happened to CT Cards? You probably can't believe all these home runs. But why not? Because every time you and I do the play-by-play, there's like tons of home runs.
Yep.
Well, with DJ LeMahieu in there, maybe we could get a few hits in the 9th spot.
And it cuts back to the broadcast. Schmidt sets, and he fires his first pitch, a 91-mile-an-hour sinker, inside for ball 1. Dylan Moore, the number 8 hitter, is up to bat. And let's see. Schmidt fires, and the pitch is hit to right field. Judge is under it and catches the line drive to record the first out of the inning. Let's see. Is this kid going to get on a roll? He's only at 70 pitches. Are we going to get the 5th and 6th out of him? Ben Williamson, third baseman, flew out in the 2nd inning, and he's 0 for 1 on the day. Schmidt sets and he fires. First pitch is a cutter down low, called strike 1. And Schmidt sets and fires. The second pitch is called strike 2. Nice little sweeper there. It looks like he's actually got the feel for the damn pitch once again.
Let's see.
Let's see. Schmidt sets and he fires the sweeper way off the plate, but Williamson swings at it to record the strikeout.
Grab some bench, baby. Grab
2
some bench.
strikeouts for Schmidt. If he holds serve, he may actually get us through the 6th inning. That'll be a great night for Yankee baseball. J.P. Crawford, the leadoff hitter, is coming up to bat. He's 0 for 2 on the day. And Crawford sees a sinker for called strike 1.
How about good morning, good night, good afternoon, and good night on this? What do you think?
Crawford is 0 for 2 on the night with a strikeout and a groundout. And the second pitch is a cutter that catches the outside corner to bring our count to 0-2. We're in the bottom of the 5th. There are 2 outs, no runners on, and the Yankees have a 7-2 lead.
Come on. Good morning, good night, goodbye.
And Schmidt fires, and Crawford swings over a knuckle curve for strike 3. And that brings us to the end of 5, heading to top of 6. And we'll be handing this one off to Joe. Real Bill, I got hit with shrapnel. I was cussing like a soda. I got the last piece removed in 2019 or 2019. It was in my head for 37 years. Thank God it's not there and you're all right. Thank you for your service, Bill. Most appreciated.
Eric, you are all great squad. I'm nervous again. Okay.
Thanks, Eric. Love the Yankees. A lot of fans here for a lot of years. We enjoy calling the play-by-play. I'm going to go out there and give it to us one more time. If you haven't, please hit the likes. Subscribe if you're not a member yet. If you are, share this out with your friends, your family, your cats, your dogs, your neighbors, even people that you don't like. We got great quality content here, and we have another person that you should subscribe to at Joe's channel, NY Yankees Mania. If one of y'all could drop the link for Joe's channel down there, you moderators, it'd be most appreciated. Joe has a morning show that is coffee and bagels at 8 o'clock every morning. So if you want to talk baseball, there's the place to be.
They're showing the clutch hit by Alex Verdugo.
Let's see. Sean Browning, I nearly got launched out of a guard tower in Iraq by a nearby deployment cloud. Swore my heart was in my boots.
Trent Grisham is up at the plate. Here we go again. And it's the first pitch is called strike. 0-1. Casey Gomina is in for the Mariners. That is up high, 1 ball and 1 strike. Comes the 1-1 pitch to Trent Grisham. It's right down Broadway for a strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here comes he steps out. And a little break in the action. Trent is walking around. 12 home runs, folks. He had 10 all last year. He has 12 home runs here.
We had 9 all last year.
9. I'm sorry. 9. 2 balls and 2 strikes. To Grissom, could he hit that third one, baby? He may be up again. Here comes the pitch. It's pop foul behind the plate. And it's 2-2. And here comes the 2-2 pitch. Stepping in, and the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Right down Broadway. Strike 3. So there's one out. And Mr. You-know-who is up. Mr. Judge. Mr. Everything. Again, he has another 2-hit game at least, 2 for 3. And I don't know. I think they're going to pitch very carefully to him, even at a 7-2 clip. There's one a little bit low, 1 ball and no strikes. Judge is just smashing. He is just cutting and slashing. Unbelievable. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. It's outside for a ball. Not coming anywhere close to letting him hit anything. Here comes the 2-0 pitch to Aaron Judge. The set. The pitch right down Broadway. 2 balls and a strike to Aaron Judge. He's already done a lot, and he's run the bases. He's played a good right field. Here comes the pitch right down Broadway again. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Aaron Judge. I wouldn't doubt.
Let me guess. Judge is going to pick up a rock, step out of the box.
Right. I was just going to say that. You took the words right out of my mouth. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch. He's not going to pitch to him. He's going to walk. He's definitely going to walk, Ken. He's not going to go anywhere near him. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. Outside, ball 4. So Judge reaches base again. The OPS is just ridiculous. I mean, it's
the funny thing
what?
With Judge's 2 hits tonight, that brings his average up to 414.
Wow,
that is just incredibly ridiculous.
No, it's we're seeing is unbelievable. It's just unreal. Ball 1 on Ben Rice. And I don't think he's going to get anything good to hit because he's got that stroke to right field. The 1-0 pitch, inside, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. Let's stay out of the double play. Let's do a little hit and run. Let's go. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Ground ball to second. Over the short for 1. Over the first. What I just say, stay out of the double play, so he gets into a double play. No runs, no hits, a walk, nobody left. The Yankees at the end of middle of the 6th, leading 7-2. Ken, it's still looking pretty decent. Clark Smith, another inning?
Yeah, he's coming out.
Yeah.
He's at maybe 74, 75 pitches, and he's thrown upper 90s the last 2 outings. Definitely he's coming out.
Sean
and
Brown,
for you guys, we're talking about service. Appreciate everybody who has served with the country in the military. But remember, your service never stops even when you take the uniform off. And we appreciate that just as much as we did service time in the military. At least we're not getting shot at. Well, most of us aren't getting shot at unless you're a cop.
Well, Ken, in all seriousness, I obviously I wasn't around for it, but my uncle was in World War II. And when he came home, it took a very long time because every noise he made, he went for combat. He went to shoot, and it was very troubling. My grandparents, everybody was scared because every noise, he was just like, get down, and it took a long time, and he actually stayed with a little nervousness for the rest of his life, but just thank them a million times for serving the country, just like we do you and a lot of other people. So thank you again, always, for your service. So we're going to the bottom of the sixth, folks, and Clark Smith doing a very nice job. He's only allowed 2 hits, and Polanco is up at the plate, and it's ball 1 outside. Polanco's hit a solo home run. He's having a great year, 330, 10 home runs, and 29 RBIs. Here comes the 1-0 pitch coming, and right down Broadway. 1 ball and 1 strike. So he sets, and here's the next pitch to Polanco, and it is grounded. Oh, nice play by Cabrera at third, and he throws to Paul G. 1 out. Nice play.
That was a high hop.
Yes, I was going to say, he covers quite a lot of ground, Ken. He really does. I mean, a lot of times he goes in front of Volpe. He's all over the place. He's very good. I mean, if he was accurate he's better with his throws, but he is a damn good third baseman. Can't take that away. Here comes the first pitch, swung on and missed. 0-1 to the big guy, Rodriguez.
Well, when everyone was crying for a third baseman, I didn't really feel the need that we had to go out.
Oh, yeah. And let's get this guy out.
And Eric.
Right there, and right to the pitcher. It's 2 outs now in the bottom of the 6th. Not for nothing, but
Eric just subbed to NY Yankees Mania. So thank you for that.
Thank you, Eric. Thank you so much.
Most appreciated. All fans are welcome on both of these streams. It's most appreciated. And for those of you sitting here, we will be doing another play-by-play tomorrow night. Same bat time, same bat channel, and with the pregame on Joe's channel, NY Yankees Mania.
Yes, 8:30 at night. Thank you, Ken. The first pitch is up high with 2 outs to what I think is a very, very good ball player, Brolick. He's done wonders for the Mariners this year.
This guy scares the crap out of me.
Yeah, he's real good. He's a very, very good player. Very, very good player. You see, in the bullpen, it's Bastardo, right?
Bizzardo, yeah.
Bastardo. Here comes the 2-0 pitch, and it swung on and hit foul. 2 balls and a strike. A lot of foul balls, my God. 2 balls and 1 strike with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. The Yankees are leading 7-2. Here comes the 2-1 pitch, and he rocks. Ooh, down low, 3 balls and 1 strike. And come on, Clark, put it in there. Let him hit a little ground ball or something. Let's get him out. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. Come on, let's end this inning, guys. And it's popped up. Volpe going back, but Trent Grissom calls him off, makes the catch. And that was an easy inning. And Kenny's gone through 6, giving up 2 hits, and they're both home runs. The Yankees lead 7-2 going into the top of the 7th. And, of course, main man Ken will take it over. I really want to thank everybody in the stream. It's an honor to do these games for you, and team up with Ken. Ken has been a very, very big help, and I want everybody to know that he's always there, and I really tip my hat off to him because he's been a great friend, and I feel like I've known him all my life. and I'm not just saying that to it's the truth. Everybody here are very, very excellent, beautiful people, and I really care for each and every one. And I can't thank you guys enough. And Ken, I can't thank you enough for giving me the opportunity to something that I've loved my whole life. And I just have to say that, and I have to say thank you.
Well, we in the Yankee community and content creators all try to help each other out. We've got a nice group of channels from Max Coverage TV, Ace Avenue, Strike Zone with NFE, Max Coverage TV, Jason at River 161 River Avenue, and Pinstripe Chronicles, Uncle Tats and his crew. So everyone has helped start me out, and you pass it down the line.
Yes, thank you. Name That Yankee is on there. He played for the Yankees in 94 and 95, and the Mariners from 96 to 99.
Edzardo Bizarre is up to pitch, and Paul Goldschmidt, Bellinger, and Chicken Parb are coming up to bat. Bizzardo fires his first pitch in. It's a little bit low. Ball one. The second pitch is in, and Goldschmidt fouls it off to even the count up at 1-1. Played for the Yankees 94-95, Mariners in 96 through 99, Giants in 2000 and 2001. And the pitch is in there, and Goldie fouls it off.
Yeah, that one's a stumper. I'm trying to think. That one's stumping me.
Bizzardo sets and he fires. And Goldschmidt hits a nice base hit into center field. He is 2 for 4 on the night, and he has a leadoff hit.
Another 500 average for the day for this incredible player. Incredible.
Goldie leads the league in multi-hit games.
Yeah, it's. Now, can you imagine? I mean, the Cardinals have won 9 in a row if they had him right now.
And Bellinger takes the first pitch down Broadway for a call, strike one. Bellinger is 1 for 2 on the night with a walk and a single. Sardo fires, and the second pitch is a little bit inside and low, evening the count at 1-1. Let's see. Bizzardo fires, and Bellinger fouls the ball off to bring our count to 1-2. We are in the top of the 7th. The Yankees lead 7-2. We have a runner at first with nobody out, and the count is 1-2 on Cody Bellinger. Bizzardo fires, and Bellinger fouls the pitch off once again. Okay. Eric thinks that the player of the game is Russ Davis. I guess we'll find out soon enough.
Russ Davis.
I don't have a clue. Bizzardo sits.
Yes, I think he's right.
And he fires. The ball is in the dirt. A splitter a little bit low. And the count is now 2-2. And we see Mr. Chicken Parm taking swings in the box.
Yeah, he's used to swinging.
Bizzardo fires, and once again, Bellinger fouls another pitch off. The count still remains 2-2.
He's making him work.
He is. Bizzardo sets and he fires, and Bellinger fouls another pitch off.
Wow, there's a lot of movement on that pitch, Ken. Did you see that ball go sliding down?
Yep.
That was a interesting pitch.
And let's see. Bizzardo is on the mound getting his sign. He's in the set position.
Might as well another
And he fires on the 2-2. And once again, Bellinger shoots it to the right field line. Foul.
Oh, God. Goldschmidt must be going, guys, let's go here. Well, it's 2-2. He's not really running, so.
Bellinger's back in the box, and Bizzardo sets. The pitch is in, and Bellinger just walks off because he knows he dicked that one up. Called strike 3.
Man, that's that down Broadway. Wow.
Yep, fastball right down Broadway, and he could not pull the trigger. And Volpe takes a four-seam fastball running about 94 miles an hour on the outside corner for call, strike 1. Volpe is 0 for 1 on the day with 2 walks. Bizzardo sets and he fires, and Volpe bounces the ball through the right side of the infield. So it is a base hit, and Goldschmidt trucks all the way to third base. So that's Volpe's first hit of the night. And we have runners at first and third, and that is the 10th hit of the night. And that makes a benchmark that every game that Joe and I have called, we have had at least 10 hits.
It's really amazing, guys. I'm really starting to think it's this lamp. Right there. Hey, we got Kent to smile. We got him to smile.
And Wells is at the plate. Let's see what this jackass does. Is it going to be a pop out, a strikeout, a ground out? Is he actually going to get the ball out of the park? Oh, he did hit a home run. Never mind.
Right, he got his home run, so now he'll probably strike out.
So Bizzardo fires, and once again, Wells swings over the top of it. The count is now 0-2. Huh. I wonder if a strikeout is fixing to come.
Do I dare call a 3-run homer?
No, it's not going to happen. And let's see. The pitch is coming, and once again, it is popped up. It is just barely going to reach the seats to preserve Wells' at-bat for one more pitch. Volpe was off and running on that pitch. So Mr. Chicken Parm may be looking to actually steal a base. Go figure.
Come on, driving a run. Get this guy in from
and
there.
The pitch is in, and Wells actually hits a line drive to the Rosareno, and Goldschmidt is definitely going to test the arm, and he scores on a sacrifice fly by Austin Wells, and the Yankees are in the lead 8-2. Are we going to hit our benchmark of 10 runs in a game to keep that streak alive too?
It's possible. Maybe. It's incredible.
And let's see, comment from Eric. Maybe have the two of you call every game. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Thanks, Eric.
And let's see, Cabrera takes a slider in for call, strike 1. Mr. Swagger is 0 for 2 today. He has a walk in the 4th inning. Bizzardo sets and he fires, and Cabrera pops a ball up. Williamson backs up, and he is under it and makes the catch. The Yankees get another run on 2 hits, and we strand a runner. And we head to the bottom of the 7th.
Well,
we have Rosarena, Tellez, and I don't remember who the other one is coming up to bat.
Let's see. Tavares.
So for those of you that have hung on this long with us, we're going into the bottom of the seventh, and we are 1 hour and 59 minutes into this broadcast. It's a little bit late here on the East Coast. It's 11:35 p.m., and we want to thank you for hanging out. For those of you who haven't, please hit the like. If you're not subscribed, subscribe to these channels. Yankees The Ugly Truth and NY Yankees Mania. I know that some of you are shadow watching and haven't commented. Consider subscribing and typing in some text. We appreciate y'all's support. The streams that Joe and I do would be nothing without you fans. You guys are the ones that make our channels tick, and we get a little bit of inspiration, like the activity that we see in the chat, and we appreciate it. So thank you.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Thank you, thank you. And for you first timers in the chat, I really hope you'll give. If you're up early, ready to go to work tomorrow morning, 8 a.m., come and visit. Let's have coffee together, bagels, pancakes, whatever you like. And we sit down and we recap and we talk about your favorite team, the New York Yankees.
And Clark Schmidt is coming out for the seventh inning.
Excellent.
And Rosarena takes the first pitch and fouls it off down the right field line. The count is 0-1. We're in the bottom of the seventh. The score is 8-2 Yankees. Randy Rosarena, the Yankee killer, is up to bat. And the count is 0-1. And Schmidt fires a four-seam fastball up that a Rosarena swings through to bring the count to 0-2. Schmidt has retired 11 straight batters. Rosarena is in the box, and he hits a hard shot down the third base line, but it is foul. And Schmidt sets and fires. Cutter just a little bit outside to bring the count to 1-2. And we got jokes coming from Real Bill P. Schmidt fires a cutter once again off the plate to even the count at 2-2. We have to get Joe a little piano so that he can sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game." Joe Harry Carey.
Does this guy
and the pitch is hit. It's ripped down the right field line into the corner. It is definitely a fair ball, and Rosarena once again is cruising against a Yankee pitcher into second, standing up.
I think that's going to be it. This guy's a hitting machine on the Yankees. My God.
He is an outstanding hitter.
He is.
And he has the death knell for the Yankees. Every time he comes up, he sticks it to us. So Rosarena has extended his on-base streak to 34 games. So the Yankees aren't the only team that he's putting it on. Looks like we have a gathering at the mound. And Booney's coming out, so Schmidt's night is over with.
Well,
signals for the bullpen arm to come in.
Someone in our stream earlier today said that Clark Smith was for 100 pitches, and I thought that was outrageous, but I guess it wasn't.
Like I said, he threw 94 pitches his last outing, and he threw 92 the outing before that.
Yeah, very, very interesting.
All right, let's see. Real Bill, I'm speaking to a group of ROTC candidates on Thursday. I get to try out my new wheelchair that my wife and son bought me for Christmas. About 2 miles from the park, a lot of parking lot to the lecture hall. Good luck on that, Bill. Don't think it's a matter of luck. You'll do well.
Yes, you will. Our prayers are always with everyone and with you and your family. Yeah, he did pitch.
You are absolutely right, Real Bill. Like I said in the pre-series review, I think the outing against the Padres showed us that Clark has turned the corner and he's actually ready to be a major league pitcher now. Basically, took 3 games in the majors to act as his spring training in conjunction with the 2 that he had at Somerset, and he's looking solid.
I think it's Mark Leiter that's coming in.
And they're doing a little tribute to Dave Sims. And Mark Leiter Jr. is coming into the game. He has a 3.77 ERA with 14 innings pitched, 22 strikeouts, and 2 walks. Leiter is known for his forkball / sinker, and his first pitch is in there to Rowdy Tellez for call strike 1. Tellez is 0 for 1 on the night with a walk. And a curveball is in there. Tellez swings over the top of it to bring the count to 0-2.
Oh, he fooled him on that. Wow.
He did. And Leiter sets, throws the splitter in the dirt. Doesn't kick away far enough for Wells for Arozarena to go. So the count is 1-2. Rob, I'm not sure what you're saying. And he fires the pitch. Cabrera comes across, feels it, and shoots it to Goldie to record the first out of the inning. But Arozarena advances to third base. So the Mariners have a runner at third with 1 out. And we have former Ranger and center fielder Taveras coming up to bat.
There's some heavy-duty talking between Fried and Smith.
And the first pitch is a little bit inside, puts Taveras on the deck. Count is 1-0. And Leiter fires a sinker that is fouled off, evening the count at 1-1. Bottom of 7, Yankees up 8-2. Mariners threatening with a runner at third. Count is 1-1. And Leiter paints a sinker on the inside corner to bring the count to 1-2. As I was saying, the Mariners are threatening with a runner at third base. They have 1 out, and the count is 1-2 on Taveras. Leiter sets, and he fires a sinker down in the dirt, or splitter down in the dirt, but Taveras swings over the top of it to record the second out of the inning. And the Yes Network is advertising the U.S. Navy Yogi Berra bobblehead given away on June 6th against the Boston Red Sox, and it's on D-Day. Leiter fires a 95-mile-an-hour sinker off the plate to Dylan Moore. Moore is 0 for 2 on the night with a strikeout and a lineout. Leiter sets and he fires, and the ball is fouled off to even the count up at 1-1. These are the types of outings I want to see from our bullpen. A little bit rusted, being able to throw the ball for strikes and getting it done.
Yes.
Leiter sets, and the ball is hit to right field, and Judge dives, but it bounces in front of him, and he manages to glove the ball. Rosarena will score easily from third, and it is a single for Dylan Moore. Everyone's checking on Judge to make sure that he is okay. I'm not sure exactly why Judge tried to dive on that ball.
Yeah, that made sense.
But the Mariners have closed the gap to 5. The score is now 8-3.
I don't know. Every time he comes in, Ken, he's always giving up a run. I don't understand it.
Well, it wasn't his run to give up. It was it was Schmidt's run. And the batter is the 9-hole hitter, Williamson, the third baseman. Leiter fires a first pitch, which should be called a strike, but it's not. Williamson is 0 for 2 on the night with a flyout and a strikeout. And Leiter sets and fires. Nice little curveball that is in there for called strike one. The count is even at 1-1. And Leiter fires. The pitch is fouled down the first base line. Count is now 1-2. So the counts for the Mariners are 3 runs on 3 hits. And Leiter sets and he fires, and the ball is bounced to Volpe. He flips it to Peraza at second to record the third out of the inning. And we go to the top of the 8th, where we'll be handing it off to Joe from NY Yankee Mania to call the 8th inning.
Yeah, thanks so much, Ken. A quick look at the scoreboard. We have the Padres leading Angels 4-3 in the bottom of the 7th. The Diamondbacks lead the Giants 2-1 in the bottom of the 8th. And of course the other game is right here. The Yankees leading 8-3. Everything else is a final. The Tigers beat the Red Sox 14-2. The Indians beat the Brewers 5-0. The Mets beat the Pirates 4-3. The Atlanta Braves came back and beat Nationals 4-3. The Cubs beat the Marlins 5-2. Texas in a very, very close game beat the Rockies 2-1. Kansas City Royals 7 and the Houston Astros 5. It seems to me, Ken, that the Astros are I mean, it could have happened to a better team, but they're struggling. Something's going on over there.
What do you expect? They stick Altuve out in left field. They trade Tucker. They lose Bregman. So they lost some quality bats. They have a right fielder who played Double-A ball and never touched Triple-A, and he's up there struggling in the majors. So they brought him up probably too early. And frankly, they've got issues with their starting staff.
I think
am I brokenhearted about the Astros struggling? Well, hell no. I hate that team.
No, I feel the same way. I think one of their pitchers are definitely going to be dealt at the trade deadline.
Well, if there's a pitcher to be dealt, it's going to be Framber Valdez.
Oh, yeah, that's who I think. Well, we're starting the top of the eighth, and Oswald Peraza. Peraza is 0 for 3, strikeout, fly out, ground out. The first pitch is fouled off. The next pitch is swung on and missed, 0 and 2. I mean, I got to tell you, Ken, in all honesty, this guy's on the bubble too. I mean, it's very, very close. It is very close. He may have the edge because he's a little better fielder. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and hit foul behind home plate, so we'll do it again at 0-2. But, he really hasn't shown that much. He really hasn't. Oswald Peraza at 0-2. Here comes the pitch. It's up high, 1-2. So we're in the top of the eighth, everyone. The Yankees are leading 8-3. And who knows? Maybe he'll get a hit this time. Here comes the pitch. And he hits one down the left field line, and it's going to go to the wall. But I got to say these things more often. Rosarena picks it up, and he hits he's stand-up double at second base. No sooner than I said it'd be nice for him to get a hit. Boom, he gets a hit. Well, let's hope that Judge did not get hurt on that. Something's going on. A little scary. He's wincing in the dugout. That's not a good sign, guys.
Yeah, but he's on deck, so can't be that bad.
Yeah, that's true. He's probably saying, I'm coming out. I'm coming in. I'm batting my at bat. Let's hope. He's probably going to come out in the ninth inning, though. Trent Grissom, can he do it again, guys? Can he get another 3 home runs in one game? What do you think? Anybody give us a good sign here that he's going to hit his 3rd home run? Here comes the 1-0 pitch to Trent Grissom. And it's way down low. 2 balls and no strikes. 2 balls and no strikes. And here in the top of the 8th inning. And here comes the set. And the pitch. Slowed it to the plate. Line drive right at the first baseman. What a shot. That must have been over 100 miles an hour. That was a nice shot. Very good reflexes by Rowdy. That was excellent, really. So we have man on first and 1 out. And the judge man is up. 2 for 3, double, single, walk, run. You name it, he's done it. All he needs is a home run. And here we go. Here comes the pitch. Joe is killing me. Get Joe some cards and let him tell fortunes. I know. Real Bill, it's one of those nights. I could pick the lottery tonight. What do you think? I'm telling you, it's unreal.
I think it's the freaking lamp.
I don't know. I'm going to have a talk with it. They got to give me some numbers. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. And it is, oh my God, he's slow to the plate. Right down Broadway. 2-1. Come on. Do I have to rush you to throw the pitch? Come on. Here comes the 2-1 pitch to Mr. Judge. And it is.
Hey, Dev. Glad to see you joining the.
It was fouled on the line. So we're 2-2. So guarantee you $1 for donuts. We're going to go 3-2 now. You've seen one Aaron Judge at bat. You've seen them all, especially in the 8th and 9th innings. You know he's going to go full count. I might as well just say it now. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Way outside. 3-2. And you know what? He's going to walk.
He's going to throw a slider low and away, and Judge is not going to bite on it.
Yeah, he's going to walk. No question about it. Grab your base. I knew it. 4-4. Now you may go to first and they'll take him out for just in case. The post game show should be interesting. Make sure that Judge is okay. We're going to hold our breaths. Of course, we get closer to the Mets series, and what happens? The worst. The upcoming, all right, well, it's a good sign that Judge is staying in, so that's good. And Ben Rice is up with first and second, and he fouls the first pitch. Man, he loves hitting that first pitch. He really does. Batting .260, 9 home runs, 20 RBIs. He's 1 for 4 today, a double in the fifth and a run. And the 0-1 pitch. And here we go. Well, so I think it was a little low, but it was called a strike. So it's 0-2. Aaron Boone is just shaking his head like, give me a break. Give me a break. And he's right. I'm telling you that these guys, these umpires, they might be right 70% of the time. 30% is not, that is not a good percentage, guys. Here comes the 0-2 pitch to Mr. Rice. Way down low, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Come on. Do we smell a home run here, guys? We got to get to 10. We got to find a way to get to 10 here. Come on. And there's the Boone family they're showing right now. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. He just looks at it. Down the middle, strike 3. Well, we now have 2 outs. And guess who's up? Mr. G. I mean, he's just keeps going and going and going. I'm really surprised, Ken, that they're not pinch run. They're not taking Judge out. Aaron Boone. I mean, aside from the score, he doesn't look happy. Here comes the first pitch to Paul G. And it's foul down the left field line. 0-1. This guy's got a little giddy up on his pitches, Ken. This guy's pretty good. He's very accurate on his pitches. It looks like he's a very good pitcher. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. I believe the runners were going. That's hard to believe. With Paul G up there, and with one swing, you can make it 11-3. So it's 8-3, guys. Top of the 8, no balls and 2 strikes. And here comes the 0-2 pitch. Set, way outside, 1-2. That was a four-seam fastball at 96 miles an hour. Paul G, again, batting his normal 500 for the game, 2 for 4, and looking for more. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. No pitch. Swung around, faked the throw to second base. No dice. So we have, again, we're gonna try it again. 1-2 to Mr. Paul G. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. And it is down low, 2-2. 97 mile an hour four-seam fastball. He's thrown 43 pitches. So this is his 44th. And here we go. The 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. And the inning is over. And he is pumped. So at the end of 7.5 innings, the Yankees 8. And guess what? The Mariners 3. Well, Ken, we're getting close. If you had to make a bet, you think they would bring in Williams now, or does it make sense? He hasn't pitched in a while.
He hasn't.
You think it's possible that They may bring him in, they may bring him in an inning, and or they might do Tim Hill and then put Williams in the ninth inning.
Yeah, Hill was warming up, so I think that Hill will be the pitcher coming in.
Yeah, I believe that. Totally believe that. Do you have rain there yet, Ken, or it's still quiet?
Nope, not yet. It's quiet.
Are you supposed to get a lot of rain out there?
It was supposed to start by about 7:00 this evening.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, we had in New York. We had a good Sunday and Monday, but they said all the way up to the Subway Series, we're going to get a lot of rain, on and off, on and off. So we'll see. At least let the rain go now, and that's it. Real Bill says Rice can drive one tomorrow. While Rice is locked up. Let's see.
We are at midnight now.
Yep. Good morning, everyone. Well, at least from the East Coast, anyway. Yeah, Tim Hill's coming in.
Weaver hasn't pitched since Thursday. Neither is Williams. Tim Hill only threw one pitch on Saturday. So.
Yeah. 3-point ERA for Tim Hill, 18 innings, 5 walks, 11 strikeouts. Here comes the pitch. Right down Broadway, 0-1. 0-1 to J.P. Crawford. Very, very good, solid player. He has 2 strikeouts though tonight and a ground out. So here comes the 0-1. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. This is good. I bet you good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Here comes the pitch. There it is. Call, swung on and missed. Strike 3. You know when Tim Hill throws the ball like that, Ken, it's almost a definite. It really is. This guy is just spot on. He is really a good pitcher. Mitch Gulliver is coming up. We haven't seen him. He's pinch hitting. Batting .203, a homer, and 6 RBIs. He's been with the Mariners a few years. Pretty decent player. Here comes the pitch. And it's low and outside, 1-0. 1 ball and no strikes here in the bottom of the 8th inning. 8-3, the Yankees are leading. Here comes the pitch. Swung on and missed. 1 ball and 1 strike. Gulliver. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. And it is outside, 2 balls and 1 strike. The pace has slowed down. We are in the bottom of the 8th. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 2. Tim Hill right there, right on all these pitches. The 2-2 pitch coming up. And here we go. The set. And it is out. Oh, just missed. Just missed. 3 balls and 2 strikes with 1 out. And here comes the 3-2 pitch. Walked him, ball 4. We have man on first, and the dangerous Rodriguez is coming up. Not sure. Well, yeah, no. Tim Will has to face him because he's got to face 3 batters. So Rodriguez, he came up as a tremendous rookie. Then he slowed down a little bit, and it looks like this year he's picking it up. He's 1 for 3 tonight with a home run that actually put them in the lead. And here's a pop-up, a bouncer right back to Tim Hill, throws to Paul G, 2 outs, runner goes to second base. So that's kind of a break. They hit a ground ball right back to the pitcher. You know what? Ken, I didn't realize that this monster of a hitter here is a switch hitter. I thought he was only a lefty.
Yep. Nope. He is a switch hitter.
That's excellent. That is excellent. That is, that's good. And I'm sure he gets popped from both sides. So here comes the first pitch, right down Broadway, strike one. Well, at one point he was leading the American League in home runs. He was one better than Judge until Judge started going crazy again. So here comes the 1-1 pitch is on the way. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. And it is pop foul behind the plate. So it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. 2 outs. Runner on second. Right here in the bottom of the 8th. Hopefully just one more inning. And definitely we got Ken doing the 9th inning. Here comes the pitch. Little bit low, 2-2. 2-2. Okay. I got a bad feeling over here. I don't know why. Here comes the pitch. And it's a deep to center field. Way back. Why did I say that? The ball is gone. And now it's 8-5. The Mariners creeping closer. Why did I say that? I just felt it. My God, I'm having a night of nights here, guys.
Well, it is now a safe situation, and I guarantee you that Luke Weaver is coming into this game.
Well, he'll want to do a little damage to the Mariners, Ken. Remember, he was with them for a while. Man, that was right down Broadway. He creamed it. Boy, it's a good thing we got that 3-run homer. Well, the good thing is at least he's coming out, so there's a break in the action.
Looks like Devin Williams is coming in.
Yeah. Yep. You're absolutely right. Well, little break in the action, guys. Long night. It seems fast, but it also seems slow. It's like a very, very slow, fast pace. I can't explain it, but it's really weird. I mean, I'm just calling the game like this is amazing. All of a sudden, it just like came over me. That ball was going to go over the fence, and it did. I don't get it. It's crazy. I'm closing the slam.
You know who's coming up to bat?
What?
You know who's coming up to bat?
Casey?
Randy Arozarena.
Oh, no. Don't tell me that.
No, it's Arozarena coming up to bat. So the freaking Yankee killer once again.
Well, Williams is definitely in. That's for sure. Well,
we'll get some notes from Real Bill. It's officially Taco Tuesday.
Yo.
And Raleigh just launched that one. Big doo-doo pile there.
Sure did.
And Sean Browning has.
Come on, Williams.
Come on, Williams. Let's do your thing. So we're well into May, so Airbender, show your shit.
Yeah, it's amazing. This month is flying. I mean, 13th, 14th already. My God.
Yep.
All right. 9.24 ERA, 12 2/3 inning, 11 walks, 16 strikeouts. Opponents are hitting .265. And here comes the first pitch to Arozarena, and it's right down Broadway, strike one. Little giddy up on that pitch. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. He's checking it up. Come on, strike two. Let's go here. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. Good bender there. 0-2. Nothing in two. Come on, we got to get that strikeout going. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Let's end this thing. Enough's enough. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And it is lined in the center field, a base hit. It is unbelievable. Can they know how to pitch this guy? Oh, my God. Really? This is ridiculous. Holy cow. You know, this guy would bat 1,000, Ken. Every series, just trade him to the team the Yankees are going to play. I mean, it's so ridiculous. They can't get this guy out. All right. We got to end this inning. Come on. Enough's enough. Here comes the first pitch. That's it. Popped up. Popped up in the center field. Grisham, squeeze it, and it's over. And so at the end of 8, okay, pretty decent job. At the end of 8, the Yankees lead the Mariners 8-5. And the rest of the game, Mr. Ken will take you to the rest of the game. Take it away, Ken.
Well, Williams came in, did what he was supposed to do, and I'm quite sure that Luke Dreamweaver is going to be warming up for the bottom of the 9th. So he's going to end up facing, let's see, 7, 8, 9 hitters.
It's going to be who's it going to be? It's going to be Tavares, Moore, and Williamson. I'm sure they'll probably pinch it for Williamson. Those are the 3 that would be coming up. But hey, listen, the Yankees could score. I mean, you know, let's see what happens here in the top of the 9th. But maybe they could score a run or 2. It's too close for our taste right now, Ken. We need a run or 2. Let's get a magic top of the 9th, guys. Let's go. Is that name that Yankee?
We could do Taco Bell. I could go inside and make sausages.
Yep, Russ Davis.
And Eric got it right.
Yes, he did.
2. So congratulations, Eric, for getting the player down.
He was a good little player. He was a pretty good player.
Ed, the first pitch is edited up. The ball, what? And Bellinger fouls the second pitch off, evening the count up at 1-1. Troy Taylor is the new pitcher. He has an ERA of 9. He's pitched 5 innings. He has walked 1 batter, struck out 2. And the opposing batting average against him is .400. Taylor fires a 4-seamer, 96 mile an hour. That is called strike 2. All right, Belly. Let's do something, brother. Taylor sets, and he fires the 1-2 to Bellinger, a sweeper in the dirt to even the count up at 2-2.
Come on, get a hit.
Taylor fires, and Bellinger slices a ball to right field. So the leadoff runner is on base. That is Cody's second hit of the night. And we have Mr. Chicken Parm himself, Anthony Cody, coming up to bat.
It always
He's
seems
1
like
for 2 on the evening. He has a single and 2 walks. And Taylor sets and fires a four-seam fastball that paints the bottom of the zone for call, strike one.
Unbelievable.
And we have Luke Weaver warming up in the bullpen. And Taylor sets and he fires another four-seamer, 97-mile-an-hour fastball off the plate. Count evens up at 1-1.
What do you say a home run here?
Volpe.
Let me do it here.
He hits
Come
the
on.
drive deep. It's going, and gone. Left center field, and Dopey hits one out. So he brings the score up to 10 runs, and we have hit our benchmark of 10 runs in a game.
God.
Yankees are up 10-5. The ball left the bat at 106.5 miles an hour.
I don't believe it. Well, the lamp lives.
So Taylor fires his first pitch to Austin Wells. Austin Wells is 1 for 3 on the night with a 3-run home run. And the pitch is in. And Wells stings it. And it is on the wall. And Tavares makes the play.
Wow. That's a nice shot, I gotta say.
And that is the Yankees' 10 or more runs in the last 4 out of 6 games.
And we call them all.
Mr. Swagger, Oswaldo Cabrera, has fouled the first pitch off. Taylor's back in the box, and he fires. The ball is off the plate. Four-seamer, 98 miles an hour for ball 1. And Cabrera swings through a 97-mile-an-hour fastball to bring the count to 1-2. And Wells takes the next pitch and fouls it off, a 87-mile-an-hour sweeper. Count still remains 1-2. We are in the top of the ninth. The Yankees up a dime to a nickel. And Cabrera is 0 for 3 with a walk. He is the only Yankee in the lineup who hasn't gotten a hit. And he hits a dribbler up the middle that makes it through. And he has joined the hit parade for the New York Yankees.
I think we're magic, Ken. We have a little thing going here.
And Oswald Peraza is stepping up to the plate. He is 1 for 4 on the night. Taylor is 15 pitches deep into this inning. And Taylor sets. And Peraza swings through a 96-mile-an-hour fastball to bring the count to 0-1. Weaver is standing on the mound in the bullpen, and it may be Williams' return out for the bottom of the ninth. The next pitch is a four-seamer that rides in and hits Oswald Peraza. So he is heading to first.
Oh, Grissom,
we are in the top of the ninth. The score is 10-5, Yankees. Runners are at first and second with 1 out.
Well, he's got another chance.
Just clipped his elbow guard. Catcher is up on the mound talking to the kid. Trent Grisham is 2 for 5 on the night, and he has 2 solo home runs. And you know who's up next?
Master Judge. Come on, can he hit a third home
And
run?
he fires the first pitch, and Grisham lines it to left field, and Cabrera gets the stop sign at third. So the judge, the captain, is coming up to the plate with the bases juiced with Yankee runners. Top of the ninth with 1 out, and bases are loaded.
Dum.
Nice at bat with Grisham going the other way. He took what they gave him and powered it through. And the captain is up. He has that look. He has a sweeper that he swings and misses for the first pitch. The captain is down 0-1. So captain is hitting .409 on the season, 14 home runs, 39 RBIs, and a 1274 OPS. So Judge is a single and a double and a pair of walks this evening.
Well, why not a home run?
And the sweeper is off the plate low to even the count up at 1-1. And I have the gut feeling that the Judge is going to get a steady diet of sweepers low and away.
He's definitely going to come through one way or the other.
The Judge hits a ball to right field. It hangs up for Tavares, but it is deep enough for holy shit, he almost threw Cabrera out at home.
He's hurt.
Yep.
Well, you see that? DJ LeMahieu coming back, and there's your answer. There's your answer.
Cabrera is down on the field, laying face first at the plate, obviously in a ton of pain.
They're calling for a stretcher.
Yep.
You see how these things work those way out? Isn't that crazy?
A lot of concern from the Yankee players. This is what we do not need to happen is another injury.
What the hell did he do?
He tried to go out of the line because the throw was actually good. And they are bringing the cart from right center field to take Oswaldo off the field.
That's not good. Now the third base coach feels awful. Well, now you have to listen to that post-game show, see what the heck happened.
You could hear a pin drop in that stadium because everybody is standing and quiet.
My God. He went down. I mean, he staying down like a ton of bricks.
This is definitely not a good scene. We probably lost Cabrera for a good chunk of the remainder of the season.
You think it was his neck? He dislocated his neck?
No, I think he possibly broke his ankle. All you see is concern for the Yankee players for their teammate. Actually, an ambulance is coming onto the field.
Yeah, we figured that. Yeah, I knew they called. I mean, the man's not moving. I mean, literally not moving. What the hell? Well, that's
Something
great.
happened when he stepped to avoid the tag. This is something you never want to see as an injury, but this has got to be severe for them to bring the ambulance onto the field.
I mean, the minute the player, the coach, the coach just said, ambulance, ambulance. Ken, this doesn't look like an ankle injury. Could it be something, God forbid, with the heart?
I don't know. They're pulling a backboard out, so that's not a good sign either.
Real Bill saying it looked like he got jammed. His spikes may have dug in. Man, Judge is right there, man. He's not budging. Not a good scene, everyone. Prayers are out to Oswaldo.
Yeah, without a doubt. They're strapping him into the backboard. You don't see a C collar, so I don't think it's anything dealing with his neck.
Volpe is like completely out of it. He looks like a zombie. Man, the third base coach must feel like crap. Jeez.
Something with his right leg. It's immobilized.
And they haven't shown the replay either. Well, that takes away the fun because, a life is precious, man. From 1
I
minute
don't know,
to
the best that I think is possibly an MCL or ACL tear in his knee. Yeah, the announcers are saying that it's a left leg injury. They're not showing the replay because it's too gruesome. So
I think it came out of the socket or something. You I've seen that in wrestling. The guy comes off the top rope and then just
Definitely a somber moment.
yes. Ken, do you remember? It brings back memories of what happened to the lefty pitcher that was with what was it, the Giants? And I interviewed him in a radio station with his book. The name escapes me. We're going back a while that he threw the ball and the socket came right. The arm came, the socket came right out. It was awful. I would say he's probably going to have. I don't know. I don't want to speculate if he's going to have surgery or he's gone for the season. But isn't that ironic though? How funny things are. I mean, LeMayu's been gone for ages, and he's ready to come in, and boom, and this happens. Oh, yeah, that again's showing it.
Well, they said that they showed it on the replay board and the crowd gasped. Apparently, you can see something bad happening during the injury.
Well, I think Real Bill hit it on the nose. The spike hit the ground, and it got stuck in the ground. And I think I don't even want to describe it because it like kind of turns my stomach a little bit. But I think I know. By the turning, it just it came out, and I think that's why the poor guy.
Looks like they're resuming the game. Ben Rice is at the plate, and he takes the first pitch and fouls it off. Count is 0-1. Runner at third is Peraza. Grisham is at first. And Rice fouls the second pitch off. The count is now 0-2. And the pitch is in, and Rice bounces it to Rowdy Tellez at first base. He steps on the bag to complete the third out of the inning.
Another good play. Guy's good first baseman, I got to tell you.
Rodney Green, one of our subscribers, is at the game. And note from Real Bill P. Remember, he's my wife's cousin. My son just left the room crying. Sorry to hear that, Bill. Did not realize.
Meaning Cabrera?
Apparently.
Well, our hearts are out to the Cabrera family and friends. It's going to be okay, guys. It's going to be okay. The power of prayer is big.
Well, it certainly changes the perspective.
Oh, without a doubt. We fool around. We have but it just goes to show you um, it's more than a game. And, when you say they make too much money, it could be taken away from you like that, everyone, as we know. They're not sitting in front of a screen. They're not, I mean, this is real life, folks. 100 miles an hour fastball, you're running full speed. There's so much that, we don't see, we don't know. And, that's why there's only 725 ball players that are major leaguers. I mean, it's a crafty art. It's form and it's entertainment. It's a kid's game, but it's a very, it can be taken away like that, and you gotta really really enjoy what you have, because you just don't know.
Looks like Ian Hamilton is coming into the game. Hamilton has a 5.56 ERA and 11 innings pitched. He has 15 strikeouts and 10 walks. And Tavares is up to the plate. And once again, Hamilton throws a sinker that's out of the strike zone.
He's got to get spot on.
Tavares is 0 for 2. He has a sac bunt. And the next pitch is a sinker up high. For called strike one. The count is 1-1. Hamilton sets. He fires. Slider down low. The count is now 2-1. Hamilton sets and he fires. Four-seam fastball is swung through and missed, even in the count up at 2-2.
Well, I'll be honest with you, Ken. This took the air out of me right now.
Yep. But going to do what we said we're going to do. Going to call this one through.
Yes.
Hamilton fires, and the pitch is hit to center field. Grisham moves back and catches the ball on the run just short of the track to record the first out of the inning. And that is one away. Pinch hitter is coming up to the plate. And the pinch hitter is left-handed bat. I haven't seen the announcement. Master Boney. He's a former Cub. He takes a sinker inside that he fouls off. On the season, Master Boney is hitting .225 with no home runs, 6 RBIs, and a .568 batting average. Hamilton fires, and the second pitch, another four-seam fastball is fouled off. The count is now 0-2. Hamilton sets, and he fires, and the pitch is once again fouled off. Another four-seam fastball.
He's throwing the ball a lot better tonight, Ken.
Yep.
A lot better.
And he fires a swat slider that Master Bone swings over the top of for the strikeout.
That was the best pitch he's thrown all year.
Mariners are down to their final out. They're paying into faces of our Yankees, and there's a lot of concern. People want to get the hell off the field.
Yeah.
Another pitch hitter is coming in, another left-hander, Leo Rivas. And the first pitch is in there, a sinker for called strike one. Next pitch is in there. It's a four-seam fastball that rides outside to even the count at 1-1. Yes, Stephen B., it does suck. And the next pitch from Hamilton is a slider down in the dirt to bring the count to 2-1. We are in the bottom of the ninth. It is 11-5 Yankees. The count is 2-1 on Rivas. There are two outs with no runners on. Hamilton sets and he fires. Fastball catches the outside corner for called strike two. So the count is 2-2. Hamilton sets and he fires. The 2-2 pitch is fouled off down the left field line. And we'll start over again. Real Bill P. Hamilton has movement tonight. He does.
Yeah, we're all noticing it. He does look much better.
And the slider is low and in the dirt. The count is now full. It is 3-2. Bottom of the ninth, 3-2 count, two outs, no runners on.
Come on, let's end it.
And Hamilton fires the fastball. Called strike three at the top of the zone. And that is the ball game. The Yankees won the opener 11-5 in Seattle. And the Yankees recorded 11 runs on 15 hits. Clark Schmidt did a fine job. His second straight quality start. And he gave the Yankees what we needed from the starters.
Yeah, no question about it. It's everyone, no joking aside, I've been through not only personal tragedies in the family, but seeing this with the Yankees with Thurman Munson, and it's heartbreaking. It just brings back a lot of memories. Just seeing somebody, on the floor like that, it's something I just can't explain it. It's, I don't know. I'm a little lost for words right now. I got to be honest. Ken?
Tragedy is no stranger to New York. This isn't a death, but it's injury to a teammate that has contributed for the last few seasons as a model utility player. The kid always smiles. He always gives his best effort, and
but it isn't it. But ironic. I mean, nothing against DJ LeMahieu, but isn't it just like Aaron Boone always says, these things work themselves out, and it's so weird. It's like you can never have that extra player or that extra energy. It just can't happen, especially with the Yankees. It's amazing. It really is amazing. But
yeah, it is.
Well, like I said, we have a good chance to sleep on everyone, and we should have a lot more to talk about in the morning. I'm sure we'll get hopefully we'll have a better update from Aaron Boone and the Yankees throughout the night. So, if you'd be kind enough to come back at 8:00 tomorrow, morning on NY Yankee Mania. We'll go over it. Ken, I hope you'll be available if possible, and we can talk. We can talk a little bit more freely about everything and get more energetic. We're sorry, everyone. It's just a little. It's a little hard because we've seen Ken and I have seen a lot, and it just like he said, it's not a death or anything, but it hits home. We're all family, we're all friends, and it does hit home. And the one thing I can say is everybody say a nice prayer because you don't know if it's threatening to his career. That's number one. He's going to be okay life wise, but you don't know about the career. These things are strange, so he needs a lot of prayers, and we're here to give it to him. I am definitely giving him the prayers.
Real Bill, our thoughts and prayers are with your family. Sorry that you had to see this. Little deflated, so I'm not really feeling like a post game today.
Yes,
So,
we're sorry. We're sorry, guys. We would do it, but Ken, I'm sorry. Will you be able to join me in the morning, or is it because of the grandkids?
nope, no Tuesdays and Thursdays. I am a free man.
You're free. Yeah,
Yep.
my mind's not working right now. I'm sorry. Okay, great. So, well, I'm going to wrap it up by saying, great win, everyone. If just say something for the player's family, his career. He's a young man and he's strong, so we need for him to come back, and can't wait for that day. Can't go fast enough. And the first thing is let's find out exactly what's going on, and then we'll come back tomorrow morning with our coffee and our bagels, and Ken and I and possibly CT Cards will be going over a lot of this. So with that in mind, everyone, as I always say, love you guys. Thank you for the stream. Thank you for rooting on Ken, the Ugly Truth. We had a great time again, and we'll be back strong. Hopefully, with no problems tomorrow night. We will be back, and I bid you a good night. Love you guys. Take care. See you in the morning.
All right, I'm going to do a bit of housekeeping before I sign off. For those of you that are still listening, we have coffee and a bagel tomorrow at 8 o'clock on Joe's NY Yankees Mania. I'm pushing my stream back 15 minutes, so at 10:30, we're going to have our normal open panel. Let's talk baseball. Go over some of the game stuff. Continuing, Joe will host the pregame show on his channel at 8:30. Once again, pregame at NY Yankee Mania 8:30. And we will hop into the live stream at 9:35 here on Yankees the Ugly Truth. Hopefully we continue to do well, but it's going to take some time to get over what we saw this evening. I want to extend my gratitude and thanks for everyone who hung with us during the day through these streams. I appreciate your likes, your subscriptions, your comments, and I will close with my customary ending. Let's go Yankees.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.